Hello fellow collectors. Today I'm going to bring you a nice piece of accessory. If you want to accessorize a car or just have it in a display cabinet, it's a 1.6 engine and it's a Hemi by Dodge, and it's V8. It's got a blower. It's unbelievable. It's awesome. This is actually what I really want in my life. But it's made by Liberty Classic, manufactured in China, and it is an awesome looking piece. If you ever get a chance to pick one up, you're gonna love it. And there's some working parts on it, cabling. It's just awesome. I'm gonna give you a little, 360 view of it, and you're gonna love it. If you're into cars, or you're thinking even of modifying a 1/6 scale car that you may have found somewhere, and you're thinking of sprucing it up. Now I'm gonna leave a video link down by the comments. Where I got this idea was from a guy that actually does RCs, and he actually used this and put it into the chassis of the RC, which then he hooked it up into a Challenger, and it looks amazing. The scale, I thought when I first got it, it was actually not going to be I thought it was going to be actually a little bigger than expected. But then putting a figure next to it, I put Tony Stark and Iron Man there, and just like it grew on me, and I'm like, oh, okay, so I see that, yeah, it is in 1/6 scale. So yeah, let's take a closer look at the details on this engine. Alright, so here's the back of the motor. Now, as you can see, it has a little gauge here, and just a lot of the cabling, and very nicely painted and detailed, and all of them are separate rubber cables. Now here's a dial in the firewall, and this dial turns actually, and I'll show you what it turns, which is really cool. It actually turns the belt drive here. Hope I'm saying it all right, because I don't know too much of the engine details, but it's really nicely detailed. And this is rubber, and that's a cool thing that it does. I think that's awesome. Now, just to show you how detailed this is, the braided cabling that you see here, it's like fantastic. It feels almost like aluminum or a kind of metal. But here, so you have these three flaps that are inside that open and close. They don't actually do that. I know I've seen a smaller scale, I think a 1/10 scale engine replica like this, that does do that, or you can modify it. But here's the here's the little mechanism that actually opens and closes those flaps. Now you can see the spring and the metal rod that goes there, and that is awesome detail. That's why I love this engine. When I first saw it, I was like, in that video, I was like, holy cow, if that's 1/6, I definitely have to pick this up. And yeah, I think that it looks amazing. It just looks crazy. I'm sorry for the out of focus there, but as you can see there, it looks awesome. Give you a little closer detail there. Now this actual engine is sitting on a block, and again, the block is this display, or the stand, I'm sorry. The engine block is sitting on a stand there. Let me rephrase that. And there are 4 little screws around here. As you can see, the little holes there. And I took them out, and then you can just pop this out and pull it off the stand, and just have it without the stand, the Hemi stand, if you wish to display it this way, or if you're actually going to do something with it like I want to do. I'm looking for a 1/6 scale vehicle, and I'm definitely looking into actually cutting that vehicle up and putting this engine in. And in the link of the video where I actually saw this done, that's my idea. That's where it came from. That's what I want to do with this unbelievable engine. Now they do have a couple of other ones. They have a Ford 427 block with a blower on top. I love the super, you know, the blower, excuse me, and that's my deal. That's what I really love, and everything else about the engine. But that blower for me is everything. These pipes look amazing. They're made out of plastic, of course. There is some die cast on the bottom of the engine. So, I mean, overall, it's a fantastic looking engine, and you know, it just looks amazing. Well, let me just show you the box, and then you can get an idea. The box, how this came, comes like this. It's fitted into the box, and then onto the display box, and then there's like a clamshell. Excuse me. There's a clamshell around it, and this is attached. The bottom stand is attached to the box, and that's basically it. And again, this is made by Liberty Classic, and they do have a let me see the website. Yeah, libertyclassics.com. You can check them out and see all the engines in 1/6 scale. I think they have also some other smaller scale, but the ones that interest me were the 427 and of course the Hemi here that I got, and I think it looks fabulous. All right, boys and girls, you know how I always say it. I know you don't like me, but you like my style. Peace.